The Necronomicon, the Book of the Dead. We just don't, like, want to be talked to by strangers. Also, I don't know, maybe it's different in other parts of the West Coast, but I've never been in, like, a restaurant in Vancouver and been like, oh, it's annoying. The waitress is pretending she cares about me. For the most part, I'm like, I feel like on the West Coast, you tend to get very disinterested interactions from service people, which is now normal to me. I'm like, why would they be interested? It's their job. They do this every day. Like, I don't expect them to be interested. I'm in awe. How is he not frustrated? What is there to be frustrated about? He's seething right now. I mean, like, I would be frustrated if someone had, like, a gun to my head and said, if you don't beat this game in, like, the next 30 minutes, I'm gonna kill you. But, like, you know, I'm waking up tomorrow anyway. Pawn skip me? Delightful, Niles. How very Sisyphusian of you. You know what's interesting to think of? There's definitely worse punishments than the trial of Sisyphus. And you know, here's where what's going to blow your mind. You know what's a worse trial than the punishment of Sisyphus? What if he just didn't give him the fucking boulder? Or the mountain? That would be the most frustrating trial of all. If he really wanted to punish Sisyphus, he should have taken the boulder away. His ass would have been going crazy like the guy in the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones song. Sisyphus, you must eat without phone. That's really good. I don't know if you made that up or that's a reference to another piece of work, but that's really good. Millennials, you could just change it. Whatever generation you are, just make it the other generation. Gen Z Sisyphus be like, I have to eat without phone. No. Glass floor, but there's a little space before the glass floor. Showering without phone is worse than eating without phone? What are you talking about? You guys are showering with phone? Okay, lots of people are hitting them with the huh. I'm glad that I'm not the only one here. Bluetooth speaker? If you have a Bluetooth speaker and you listen to music in the shower, I don't think there's anything, you know, troubling about that. If you have your phone in the shower in like a Ziploc freezer bag so you can scroll while you scrub, I do have a problem with that. I think there's something wrong with that. Same type of people that, like, when I tell them I have 1 cup of coffee a day, they're like, oh, so you're addicted? They're using their damn phone in the shower? You are addicted? Yeah. I mean, I guess I'm addicted to having 1 cup of coffee a day. But, like, at least I can shower in, like, 6 minutes. Because I know your ass is not going to be, like, efficient while you're scrolling, man. That's just not going to happen. 6 minutes? First off, I'm bald, okay? So, like, that takes off the hair washing time. Hello.
Everything went great.
Oh, okay, fantastic. But honestly, you could take as long as you take in the shower, and I'm not going to shame you. The only reason I'm shaming you is because I'm being shamed for taking 6-minute showers. So people are implying that I'm dirtier than they are. No, I'm honestly just as clean, if not cleaner, because I shower every day, whereas people in chat will be like, actually, doing things that's good for you is bad for you. People will just be wasting a lot of time in the shower. If you wanna waste time in the shower, it's your time, by all means. But don't take a 20-minute shower and delude yourself into thinking that all 20 minutes of it was productive for the purposes of showering. It's simply false. There were like some productive minutes in there, and then a lot of it was just like sitting there thinking about life, which is okay. Again, it's okay. But you're not any cleaner after like a 20-minute shower. Eventually, you're as wet as you're going to get. Okay, don't fall this time. Do you warm shower or cold shower? A warm shower? Do you wash your legs? I wash my legs. I wash pretty much everything I can reach. There's some parts of the shower, like the washing, are compulsory. Some parts are like, optional. At least every shower. Do we have any men in the audience today? No? None? Oh, 94%? Okay. Everybody knows. You gotta wash your head, especially if there's hair on it. You gotta wash your face, your armpits, your sack and ass. And then if I could just get you to add one more, if possible, your feet and in between your toes is another good one. That's like the minimum compulsory level of showering daily. What about elbows and knees? I think I'm doing okay. Am I doing okay here? I think they seem normal. They're soft. They obviously meant the inside. The inside's totally fine. I will say, maybe I do have a funny anecdote from this weekend. So on Friday, I shaved my whole torso because it's getting too hot out there. Okay? I was talking about it for like a few days in advance, and then I said, I'm just gonna shave my whole torso, and like, I'm sick of it. Like, it probably adds like 2 degrees onto like what my torso feels like. Plus, I've been working out, so sue me. There's a little vanity involved. Now, in order to understand this, you have to understand my workflow. After I get off the Peloton, I strip down to my undies next to the bike, and I throw all my dirty gym clothes in this hamper because they're soaked in sweat. So I just, I don't want them to get my regular clothes sweaty. Anyway, so I'm walking up the stairs, shaved torso, flexing a little bit, feeling myself. My wife is in her office. She says, "Oh, hi, you shaved." I said, "Yeah." She said, "I didn't know you looked like that." Daryl. I looked this woman in the windows of her soul. I looked her in her optic stems. I still don't know what it means to this day, which is tomorrow. Like, I mean, it's today, but this is one day after it. She didn't clarify at all. She said, I didn't know you look like that. It's been living in my head like rent-free. Oop. Did she sound disappointed? She didn't sound as impressed with myself as I was. We made it back. So I'm like, damn, crew's got to cut out the goldfish crackers again. I'm in the rows. I'm in the pedals. Dude, we got to knock this out today. What, we got like an hour and 20 minutes? We got to knock this out today. You get 55 fish per serving, though? I mean, goldfish, they're not that bad for you, relative to some other snacks out there. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just, like, cheesy wheat. Like, it's not a superfood, but 55 goldfish, 50... Okay, you got me. They're so gross, though. Actually, they're, like, really delicious. Not gross at all. And they're not just a snack for kids. MFers will really pay the premium to get the Annie's goldfish because they think that the Pepperidge Farms ones are just for kids. Actually, the Annie's ones are bunnies. They're shaped different, ergo they taste different. There were no utensils in medieval times, hence there are no utensils at medieval times. Oh, they didn't have forks, but they have Pepsi? I got a lot of tables, dude. He made it! LeBron James's boat! Watching a little Tom and Jerry before school. I mean, I wasn't messing around with you. I got the bag right here. Look at that. Money calling. Hang on, I gotta get this. It is weird they call him the snack that smiles back. But then again, I guess they do be smiling. Yo! Guys, this is crazy. Did anybody else? I just finally looked at my goldfish cracker for the first time ever. Have they always had a smile? Have they always had a smile on them? When I was a kid, they didn't have a smile on them. They didn't. They didn't. They had a cornucopia. Was there a snack food you were excited to eat as a child? Like you saw an advertisement for it, then you couldn't stop thinking about it. Then when you ate it, you were disappointed. I'll start. This is not a popular take. A lot of people like these. I must have been seeing the ads for those McCain Smiles, the crispy potatoes that look like happy faces. I saw the ad for like a year before I ever got to eat them. The whole world smiles with you. And then I ate it. I was so excited to eat them for the first time. Grandparents bought it from the grocery store, came back, cooked it. I was like, these are worse than French fries. I would rather just be eating French fries. How about fruit roll-ups? I'll give you a dub for that. Well, wait, let me think about this. The one that's like, the one that's rolled up like duct tape tastes good. The one that is like a rectangle and then you punch out shapes, those ones taste like saran wrap. That's a perfect take. Let's go! I'm on the right side of history! Chips Ahoy is ass. I never really bought like store-bought cookies. I don't have the experience to give you what I would consider to be a confident cookie take. Sour Skittles? I would say that's a W take for sure. I think that sour Skittles are tasty, but they destroy your tongue too fast. I would rather just have the regular Skittles. It's like the fourth sour Skittle makes your tongue bleed. It's the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Pop-Tarts? I kind of loved Pop-Tarts as a kid, I'll be honest. I think my insane Pop-Tart take would be that cold Pop-Tarts taste better than warm Pop-Tarts. I think that might just be because I always ate them cold as a kid. Same thing with like the pizza Lunchables. Like a Lunchables pizza tasted better if you didn't heat it up in the microwave. They never really tasted good, but how much further is there to go? I don't know, but I do know we've made it a little bit further than this. But the cold doesn't bother me anyway. You're supposed to heat up the pizza? So, I don't know if supposed to. It's you can heat up the pizza, but I don't know about you. I only got a microwave that was accessible to me in school in like the 8th grade. And then we promptly lost microwave privileges because we started microwaving like marshmallows. And one marshmallow would blow up from marshmallow size to like Stay Puffed Marshmallow Man size, and then we would slice it up with like plastic forks and knives and act like we were eating like a delicacy. Even like at the time, with our limited knowledge of science, we were like, holy cow, like one marshmallow can feed like 5 people. Anyway. Yahoo! Infinite food glitch just dropped. But like, isn't it... Liz, okay, I know it's like you're putting a mass into the microwave. And according to the third law of, or the first law of dynamics, that mass can't get any larger unless something is actually added to it, okay? But the microwave is adding something to it. It's adding heat. And heat is energy, which is calories. So how is it not that like the calories from the microwave's heat are not making the marshmallow? You know what I mean? The math, make it make sense, the math ain't mathing. Oh, what have I done? That just doesn't make sense. Heat is not calories. What about a specific heat capacity? That's calories. You can't eat sunlight? No, I know. That's what we need the plants for. I'm not saying hot food has more calories than cold food. I am saying if you eat cold food, you burn more calories than via digestion than you do if you eat hot food, because your body has to spend energy to warm up the food to your internal temperature. So true. So true. That's true. He's right. That's why I'm on an ice cream diet right now. I gotta be careful. This seems like the kind of thing that could actually like go viral as a new diet on Food Talk. Intermittent fasting is out. The new diet is called Arctic fasting. 8 hours a day of fasting and 8 hours a day of eating food that is below 0 degrees Celsius. Me eating a whole frozen pizza without putting it in the oven first and getting food poisoning and dying. What about the last 8 hours? Only foods that are more than 100 degrees Celsius. How does that strike you? Man, I did not expect to do 5 hours of only up today. But I don't know what else to play. I mean, I'm having fun. I'm having a good time. But like eventually, unfortunately, we're going to make it to the top and we're going to beat the game. And what the hell are we going to do after that? When does Final Fantasy come out? $22nd? I don't do numbers. What phase of the moon is that? Waxing? You ever hear the phrase, misery loves company? I will not be playing Street Fighter 6. It looks amazing. I've been tricked too many times. There is like one person that's happy playing a fighting game, and it's the best person at the game. Everybody else is just racked with like self-esteem issues. They're like, I'm not fucking good enough. Oh, fuck it. Myself included. I'd rather just climb on my boy's Danish here. Also, the best player feels that way too. I don't care. You can submit it to Scrub Quotes. I understand it is a Scrub Quote. Where we differ is that I don't feel like Scrub Quotes are things that are to be shied away from. I think it's based to be like, I'm ass at video games and don't want to play one that's really, really hard because everybody's trying their damn best. Whoop. Hey, Offhand Games. Thank you for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. That's the opposite of a Scrub Quote, because Scrubs think they're good. Ah. Scrubs think they're good. I think that is my problem, is that I am not good at video games, but I kind of was when I was like a teenager. Back in the day, you have to realize the world was a lot smaller. Not only were there less people, but like you could become a local legend by just being like the best dude out of the 6 dudes you're friends with in a game. People would be like, oh man, he's amazing at this game. You might just be in like the top 20%. It might just be that all your other friends are horrible, right? So I have like that ego from thinking that I'm good at games before like esports and the internet and streaming and stuff really made it so that people who were like damn good got spotlighted. So there's a cognitive dissonance, which is like my intellectual brain knows that I'm ass, so I shouldn't feel bad when I lose. But all the habits that I built, you know, in my juvenile brain when I was just a kid are like, why are you losing? Oh my God. No comment. No comment. Okay, I remember now. Least favorite childhood beverage? Sunny D is really bad. Like Sunny D is actually horrible. -2? Really? Like Tropicana orange juice is bad enough, and Sunny D is like even more artificial than that. I probably drank, I don't know, if I had to guess, I bet I've had 1,000 bottles of Sunny D in my life. So this is not coming from a position of ignorance. It's just orange juice? It's not, though. Like, they do something. They like, there's a shimmer on it. It's like orange juice got touched by the creep from Annihilation, you know? Like, it's not right, man. And I understand stuff like Kool-Aid, fruit punch, you know? It's like, it's sugary, but it tastes good. But like Sunny D is like sugary and it tastes bad. It's, in my opinion, at least. I'm not pro Sunny D. That might be the worst. I'm trying to think of what else. What did I even drink as a kid? I drank so much fruit juice from concentrate under the delusion until like age 14 that it was as good for me as water. Maybe even better because it's got vitamins in it. Same. Nothing like peeling back the... Some of you are still drinking fruit juice from concentrate. It's fine. Maybe I'm even a little nostalgic for it. Peeling back the paper ring, pulling off the circle on the top, then schlooping a cylinder of acidic sugar into a pitcher, adding a bunch of water, and then whisking it for like 20 minutes until it finally dissolved. But it was like 30 cents a can, which was crazy. And it made 2 liters of juice. I'm focusing. He's done it. No jelly shoes. I feel like you just gotta send this one. Piece of shit. Just land it. Oh, okay. Relatively minor fall. I'm not getting the beer. You need the beer. You don't need the beer. You need help, Peter. See a psychiatrist. I hate the psychiatrist. You need to see one. Go anyway. What is... I'm not going. That's it. Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Man, they can't make movies like that anymore. But Austin Powers, I think we fell right after we talked about it. Austin Powers, not too problematic. One of the worst things about it is Will Ferrell pretending to be Turkish. But he's kind of not pretending to be Turkish. He's sort of just wearing a hat. Yeah, he respects consent in the movie. He doesn't have intercourse with Liz Hurley because she's intoxicated. Fook me and fook you. That's Goldmember. I'm not holding up a shield for Goldmember. Goldmember is like that's its own beast, okay? I'm talking about Austin Powers 1. None of the Dutch hatred in the movie. None of the fook me, fook you. Yeah, it's less problematic than real James Bond. I saw Goldmember in theaters with my mom. Me too. And my dad. I saw a lot of those like mid-2000s era comedies. I guess Goldmember's like 03. I saw Anchorman in theaters with my mom and dad. I saw Dodgeball in theaters with my mom and dad. I saw Ben Stiller and Owen Wilson's Starsky and Hutch in theaters with my mom and dad. My parents took me to see The Cable Guy in theaters when I was like 8, and I'm forever grateful for that. It's one of the first movies I think I ever saw in theaters. I saw The Truman Show in theaters as well. Jim Carrey was on top of the world, man. Why? Dude, when I was 8, I liked The Cable Guy. The older I get, the more I like it. I think it might be the movie I've seen the most. I think The Cable Guy is really good. Why don't they make movies like that anymore? You could not make a movie like The Cable Guy anymore. It's very problematic because Matthew Broderick says he doesn't want to make friends with Jim Carrey, which made Jim Carrey feel bad, which is something that we don't allow in art anymore. They couldn't make The Cable Guy. Oh, they're making The Cable Guy 2. It's going to be an Amazon Prime original movie. Okay, it turns out you can make a movie. You can make movies like that still if you have like enough money, I think, and a streaming service to promote with the. You ever think about how for like 2 years, not a long time, but like 2 years, seeing the Netflix logo on a TV show was like a guarantee that this show was at least going to be decent. And now seeing the Netflix logo at the end of a movie trailer is like a guarantee that it's going to be garbage. I'm just like, I just don't buy that they're going to make a good movie. I know that there's that helicopter scene from Extraction 2 that looks cool. I'm not denying it. It looks cool as hell. But I'm just, I'll believe it when I see it. I'm sorry to tell you. Yeah, they would not greenlight Okja in the modern day. There's no question. Or Okja would be played by, like, Ryan Reynolds. And at the end of the movie, like, Okja would eat an Okja burger or something like that. And it would look at the camera and go, like, what? It's a living! And then it would end. Like, and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson would play, like, the Tilda Swinton part or something like that. Like, it's just... You'd say it's Okja time and Okja all over on them. Okja's extremely mid? It's not extremely mid. They were trying to do something. You anus? Old ass. I'm doing something. Let me go. 55 Jake Gyllenhaals. 55 Tilda Swintons. 55 Stephen Yewns. It's Zoomer Forrest Gump? What are you talking about? Any movie where you travel to multiple locations is not Forrest Gump. Call it Forrest Gump when they like shake hands with Hillary Clinton and she says, I'm outlawing the consumption of all okjas, okay? Where am I? Oh, I gotta go to the Yakitori. Okay. Now, very important. That's fine. It's a non-destructive fall. We take those. Tom Hanks' best movie? Toy Story 4, I'd say. You don't think so? You've Got Mail? That's a pretty good one, too. I just don't know. Technology's come so far. They got to remake You Got Mail, but for modern audiences. They can call it You've Got Email. Guy who doesn't understand the plot of the movie. World's worst stand-up comedy set. You know, they do a lot of remakes these days. And they gotta remake them and modernize them as well. Like, for example, I think they should take that Tom Hanks movie, You've Got Mail, and remake it. They could call it You've Got Email. Someone in the audience. The movie's about email. Oh, yeah. Be that as it may. Everybody get back! That's a Tom Myers bit? Who the hell's Tom Myers? Just find out Tom Myers is a streamer with like 30,000 concurrent viewers. Sub-alert's gonna be, who the hell is Tom Myers? It's me saying, who the hell's Tom Myers? I'm gonna get dunked on. Shit's gonna get repeated in my chat every day. Motherfucker. What's your beef with Tom Myers? Okay, this time we're not going on the neck. The White Lotus. The Buttress of Windsor. Wow!
When, having made a mistake,
New
you
PB.
haven't corrected it, it's called making a mistake.
Okay, where's Dan? Pipes. What do you think about the Oliver Ekman-Larsson buyout? I didn't think the front office had the staff to pay Oliver Ekman-Larsson like $20 million to fuck off. I appreciate that they did. Again, at the end of the day, it's just sports. You know, I try not to get too attached to it, but I think it probably makes sense to eat the mistakes that were made by the previous regime as quickly as possible rather than letting them linger for a long time, even if the penalty is quite severe. Opinions on the movie The Master of Disguise? That's a movie they actually could not make now. Because that movie is offensive, but then also really, really bad. Which, in a weird way, I think that those are like two knobs that affect each other. Like, if a movie's offensive, but really, really funny, like Tropic Thunder. people are like, that's a good movie. They could still make that in the modern day. People with no media literacy might be a little bit upset. But most people would be like, yo, Tropic Thunder 2! But if a movie is offensive and not funny at all, it actually makes the offense hit worse. It's like when spicy food is also too hot. And I don't mean too spicy, I mean like when it's served too hot to you. It's like you're getting burned in two different ways. It's like he shouldn't say this, but for multiple reasons. Okay, this is... My 2 cents is that that looks like electricity. Offensive to turtles? You know, there's more stuff in the movie than just the turtle bit. There is a part where he pretends to be a snake charmer. And there's other parts as well. I'm skipping the blue sparks. This isn't Mario Kart Double Dash, okay? Indiana Jones, me. There's a movie they couldn't make in the modern day. Indiana Jones, man. They don't make them like that anymore. Go faster? Don't go faster. Just, you're all right. Everyone relax.
It has been said that the greatest fear in life, the one that gives rise to all other fears, is the fear of death.
Sure, I'll buy it. Why'd you spill your beans? You need 2 obols to pay the ferryman. Everybody knows that. He gets to the end and he's like, I'm so thirsty. You wouldn't happen to have anything to parch my dry throat, would you? I just don't think I could paddle anymore unless I get... Say, would you happen to... I dropped my beer on the flight over here. Would you be so kind as to... Oh!
Dragged away by a whale on the old pier.
Never had to. Then you must endure the boat ride with no phone! When I'm flying from Vancouver to Pittsburgh, but I have to connect in New York, and I see on the map that our plane flew over Pittsburgh. What the hell? Hey, Mad Dog Nation, thank you for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you, thank you. Me when I'm in a gifting subs competition and my opponent is Mad Dog Nation. Monka S. Me when I'm in a movie competition and my me when I'm in a good movie competition and my competition is... Me when I'm in a good movie competition and my opponent is You've Got Email. Orca me?
The night is dark before the dawn. Eyes are afraid, hands are doing.
Hands are doing? Do you like to do it yourself? Sometimes. Why? Great movie. Couldn't make that in the modern day, probably. Hey, they should remake the 40-Year-Old Virgin and then modernize it. They could call it the 59-Year-Old Virgin. I'm pretty sure the movie came out 19 years ago. +2, really? You've been watching too long, man. Hey, Higby ZX, thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you, thank you. He gets laid in the movie? We'll retcon it. It'll be like a Highlander 2 situation. He's not from Spain. Actually, he's an alien. We'll just be like, oh, it was in the butt. It doesn't count. Whew! Dude, that's the killing of the first flame. There's too much left in this damn game.
Many things were terrifying at night and became a laughing matter when daylight.
There's about half left. No shot, brother. I can't even see Harry Potter land, much less the favelas. It's Thingvellir. It's Jotunheim. What is this thing called again? The Bifrost. It's the Bifrost Bridge, brother. Ooh! Oh, you can't mantle on that! It's alright, stick the landing. Bad, 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 France. Oh, no. That's like all the way down, brother. I don't think we're hitting the maze. I don't even remember where the hell this is. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. How about construction site? Ooh, that's a... I gotta be honest, that's a tough one. I can see the favelas. Whew. How long does it take to get back up? Well, at this point, it's going to take longer to get back up and beat it than the time that remains in the stream. So this is a good place to throw in a slash marker at least. Slash marker only up.